Welcome back to Ark. Today is a pretty exciting day because patch 207 has landed, and with it some really awesome things like Bronto Platform Saddle, the Dune Buggy, which you just saw, which is it's more of like an experimental thing currently that you can get on your server if you want to spawn it in. You're playing single player or something like that. It's number 416, so just go cheat give item num 41610 false, and it'll give you the Dune Buggy. Now, they do recommend that if you are running this on your server, you need to go in and change a couple things in your INI files, but it appears like this. You just hit use item, and then it drops out in front of you like this. And this thing is pretty freaking sweet, and I think they're planning on doing more things with modded vehicles, and I don't know if they, plan on doing a ton of different stuff with vehicles and whatnot in game, but this is currently in game, and to drive it, it's a little difficult to actually drive it. At first, you might not understand what you're doing because WAC doesn't work. Use your mouse to look around, and it follows wherever your mouse goes. Now, a couple of things to note is that, it is really, like, you hit something, you can go flying. If you hit a tree, it'll stop and plow it over. You can kill dinos with it. You can do pretty much anything with the thing, and I'm in God mode, so I'm not entirely sure if a lot of the things that I was doing would get you killed normally, but, I took it off of some cliffs and things like that, and it seems to just bounce back no matter what. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this video, just to kind of showcase different things, is I'm going to be going through and just kind of talking about the various things that are being added, such as the Bronto Platform Saddle, the Pachy, which we'll take a look at that as well, and a couple other things. So bear with the edits and cuts and things like that, and we'll get right to the next thing. Alright, so this is my Bronto. His name is Bill. He's level 24, and he would like to have a Bronto saddle platform put on his back. Now, the thing with Bronto saddle platforms is that they're towards the end of the list in terms of the engrams, but right down here you can see Bronto platform saddle, 35 engrams, can only be crafted at the smithy. Now, along with that, also you can see we've got the scuba top is now with the tank, and then also leggings as well. But we're going to be worrying about the Bronto saddle right now. You can craft it at the smithy. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it takes to make this bad boy. Go to saddles right here. Hide, 550 hide, 325 fiber, 90 metal ingots, 125 pearls, and 45 cementing paste. That's actually not too bad. That's a reasonable amount. Now, to kind of save some time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn it in, and then I'm going to build a base on this thing and show you what that looks like. So let me go ahead and go give item num 41510 false. There we go. And if we go to this, we drag it on there, and we can see that it now has the platform on it. So if we go to ride, it should put us right up on top here. Now, the thing is that you can build pretty much whatever you want on this thing. You can build ladders down from it. You can build a full-on base on top. And, the thing is that obviously with a Bronto, you have a moving base. You can put turrets and stuff like that. But a Bronto has X amount of health, and it could die. And so you really need to either get like a really high one and beef the crap out of that thing, put a bunch of turrets on it or something, because it's going to be very difficult to, I would think, to keep these things alive all the time. And so if you invest a lot of time building a base, that can be kind of detrimental to your overall progress. Now, what we're going to do is I've got some stone foundations in here already, and just to kind of show you what it looks like. So we can also put ladders down, like I said. And so let me see, I might have to jump down. It's going to be too low now. I had it as I was falling off. There's got to be an easier way. Can I get it? Maybe if I climb down it, because you can usually climb down, and yeah, there we go. Oh, I didn't. Crap! I didn't mean to do that. Because you can climb down and climb up ladders and place things. There we go. Don't jump. That's not good. We don't want to jump off of it. And so you can put your ladders down just like you would normally, and build right off the side. Now, obviously, if you want to make like the most secure thing, have like the most beefed up Bronto that you can get, and also make it metal. All right, we're down to the bottom. So there you go. We got our ladder all the way down. Now, just to kind of show you what it's like, if we move the thing, we can literally move this. And you can see my head's kind of popping through because it doesn't actually look, it's not working out completely yet, but it's getting there. It's looking pretty freaking sweet. All right, so a very important aspect of building on a platform is that you only have X amount of space, apparently. I thought it was based on weight, but I upped the weight of the Bronto and everything, and it didn't seem to really make any effect. I think you just can only build a certain amount of structures on the platform, and so I had to kind of limit things and just make a very simple base to kind of just show you that you can do pretty much the exact same things you can on land. Now, so here it is from the ground floor is what it looks like, and you can see I got a turret up there, and so let's go ahead and climb up, and you'll be able to see that I have a lot of unused space because I was unsure of how much space I actually could use, but I have a turret. It's powered, doesn't have any bullets or anything. We've got our door here. We've got a smithy, we've got a generator, we've got some storage boxes. I have another door so it can hop out here and ride this thing. And you can see we can move this thing around. And I don't know if the weight thing is an issue right now or what's the deal with the weight, but for whatever reason it didn't seem to really work how I would expect it to. But nonetheless, building on a Bronto is possible in game right now, and it is pretty sweet now. I was able to walk right out this door before. I guess I can't now. Something was weird. Maybe it's the angle that he's sitting at or something. I was able to walk right out earlier. No problem at all. Let me see if I back him up some. Also, is this a male or is this a female? I'm not even sure. I called it Bill, but I wasn't even paying attention. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think it's pretty level now. Let's see if that made any difference. Yeah, so certain things like that seem to be affected by where it's standing and how it's, you know, placed and everything. But yeah, building on a Bronto is definitely possible, and it's pretty easy. I mean, it's not very hard. You know, you got to get to a certain level, obviously, but just keep in mind it looks like you only have a certain amount that you can actually build on it. I think it's got something to do with weight. I'm not entirely sure because it didn't seem to work when you go into the Bronto stats. It kind of actually goes down when you build things on it, so it doesn't really make much sense to me. But needless to say, Bronto building is in game, and it is pretty freaking sweet. This is the Pachycephalosaurus, the Pachy, as what it's called in game. This thing is pretty freaking sweet because it actually has two different moves. It's got a left mouse button where it's just like a regular attack, so it just looks like that right there. And then it also has this charging, wind up, like powerful headbutt with right mouse button. It'll just keep going. I think it'll wear off, or maybe it's until it hits something. I think it's until it hits something. So then it'll stop. Now I think you can probably take down walls and stuff with this thing. I'm not entirely sure, but these things can be found. Like, I'll go ahead and show you. They have, their saddle is very low in the list. It's right here, and you can go ahead and craft it via 110 hide, 65 fiber, and 20 wood. And so it's pretty easy to get one of these things and get a saddle on it. I'm just really interested in knowing what it does in terms of damage, because it's not like I don't have like a ton of melee on this thing, but I want to see if it just went right through the dodo. Let me see if I can find something maybe a little bit bigger and see if it'll actually kill something. I'm pretty interested. I upped its speed, I upped its movement a little bit, I upped its health a little bit, and its melee, but nothing too great. This thing was kind of a lower level when I found it. Oh, we've got bugs. Alright, let's see what it's like against this. Of course it moved. Oh, the lag. That lag though. Alright, let's try it again. I missed it again. I need to. I wonder, and then I also wonder if it's like the longer. Oh, so I just plowed right through it. The longer it's goes for, the more damage it does or something. I'm not entirely sure. Be interested in knowing all those things. Can't even hit the thing. It sounds like a goat. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Oh, I knocked it out. Oh, so it looks like you can use these things to knock things out. That is freaking sweet. The Pachy has a lot of oh, there's a T-Rex. Has a wide array of uses, it seems. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to run away. How sweet. And I think you can probably let's see. If I want to just, yeah, I can just jump off it if I want to abandon it. Like abandon that attack. So there you go. It looks like you can charge up and run away from things like that. Alright, so one of the other cool things that are in game now is a water raft, which is pretty exciting because one of the most, treacherous things about Ark is crossing the water, especially if you're like lower level and you don't have a way to really get across. And we're gonna do some tests and see if I get attacked by there's a shark right there. So here you go on the list of things. It's right here next to the large storage box. Floating wooden platform that can pilot you across water, can support the weight of structures and be built on. So you can apparently build on this thing as well. I wasn't even aware of that. So 250 wood, 125 fiber, and 75 height. That is not much. I'm going to go ahead and spawn one in, though, just to make it easier on me. Alright, so there we go. We've got our wooden raft. And if we use item and put it right on the water like that, look at this. Eat a drive. Oh, this is sweet. This is going to add some pretty sweet things to the game. Having a big giant wooden raft that you can sail across the water on. That is pretty freaking sweet. Look at how fast it is too. It's decently fast. I'm gonna see if this. Oh, yep. We're getting attacked. Okay, so we gotta watch out for megalodons. We're gonna try to build something on this and see what that's like. I wonder if you can make like a base, floating base, but you do have to worry about megalodons, obviously. So, how much use would this actually be to build a base or something on this? Now, the cool thing is that you could have like maybe some like turret wars or something like that on these things out on the water. That would be pretty sweet. You have like raft battles or something. I don't know. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to this island. And we're going to do a couple things. We're going to test and see if we need foundations. It just goes right up on land. Okay. So we're going to see if we need foundations. And then also, it's got a little health thing there too. And yeah, so let's go ahead and cheat, give item number 88, I believe. Yeah, okay, sweet. And then I have no idea what the walls are. Let me look real fast. Okay, so we can just plop this right down on here. And is it adding to the weight? It's not adding to the weight. I don't think the weight is accurate yet for these things, the buildables. So let's see, cheat, give, item. I think it's 93. Okay, sweet. So let's see, can we build it? No, we can't. So we need a foundation, but we can build right on it. Like, that's so freaking sweet. And we can back it out. Can we back it out? We can just turn it to the left. Okay. So this is a pretty interesting dynamic to the game and something pretty exciting. I'm so excited to see these things put in the game. Like, this is so fun. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of an update video. There's also scuba pants and a couple other things like there's like a mind tonic that can wipe your engram and skill points if you're interested in doing that as well. There's a couple new things that are coming and more things that are always on the way. And so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click that thumbs up button below. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.